What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Vaporwood. Kennard here, and today we're taking a look at a pretty neat little device, people. Part dripper, part rebuildable tank, part sub-ohm tank. Let's take a look at the Rage Tank by Rta. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Vaporwood, folks. Pleasure to be with you today. Taking a look at a neat little piece of hardware. We're looking at the Rage Tank by Rta, designed by Vaporwood. Pretty neat little tank, guys. It is a 3-in-1 setup. It is a dripper. It is a rebuildable tank atomizer with an RBA section. And it is also a sub-ohm tank. Pretty neat. Got some cool stuff going on. Got some things I really like going on. It's got a few things I don't like going on. So without further ado, let's get up close. Let's get down and dirty. Let's get up in them guts of the Rage Tank by Rta. Let's go. Alright guys, here we are up close with the Rage Tank by Rta, sent to me by simply4vapor.com for the purposes of review. Here's the box that the Rage will come in. Let's get a quick look at that. On the back you got some warnings, tells you what the kit contains. Alright, let's bust into this thing, shall we? What I wanted to mention, make sure you get into the bottom here. This is going to have your bag of goodies, which will include your blue screwdriver, some pre-built coils, and a bunch of extra screws. And also what I believe is some Japanese cotton. We'll go ahead and pull that out just to be sure. Yeah, it's definitely some Japanese cotton. Real nice and fluffy. Good stuff. Alright, let's bust in here. Now, this foam was glued to the top, but that glue has come undone. So this might be a bit of a pain to get out. Ah, there we are. Throw that to the side. Throw all this shit to the side. What is this? Oh, this is the body for the RDA section here with your chimney, and I imagine the build deck is attached to that. Here it is, star of the show, guys. Here's your Rage Tank, and this is in sub-ohm tank mode or Rta mode at the moment. Alright, you know how we do. Let's take a look at it from the bottom up. Alright, here is the bottom of your Rage Tank. You see this is a Delrin insulator. This is kind of neat. Keeps the heat away from your mod. You have an adjustable 510 connection here, which is really nice. I do believe this is 23 millimeters in diameter. Moving right along, here's your bottom airflow. You have slots on either side. And this section here would be for your single coil option if you should so choose, but it's real easy. You just turn it. Close her down, close her down, close her down. And it clicks. I don't know if you guys heard that. We'll try it one more time. It's got a little click in there. Locks into place when you get it where it needs to be. But if you wanted to use the single coil option, you just keep turning. Until that locks into place there, and that will be your single coil option with both of these closed off. Moving right along, here is your tank section with the metal guard instead of using a vape band. The guard is really nice because it protects your glass. Personally, for me, I think it's a little busy looking with the different shapes. I wish they would have stuck with one uniform shape that they used all the way around. But It does its job. It protects the glass and it allows you to see your juice level. And here we are as the removable 510 drip tip with adjustable airflow. Here's your drip tip airflow. Has these ridges in it. You just stick your finger in there and turn to open and close your drip tip airflow. Now, it is easy to turn as far as the pressure, but you really have to get your finger into those grooves to turn it. Otherwise, the whole drip tip just spins. So I definitely think they need to figure out a better way to do the drip tip airflow, because this is kind of a pain in the ass. This drip tip is also removable. You could use any 510 drip tip you wanted in there, and that is Delrin insulated for heat protection. Alright, let's start taking this bad boy apart. Alright, we're going to pull this off here. We're going to start from the top. We'll unscrew this section here. And there's your top cap. It says Rage on there. There's the inside of your top cap. You got a rubber O-ring up here that the glass seats into. Plus you have your threads right here which your chimney screws onto. Take this off. This is your glass guard. And this is all solid stainless steel construction, just to let you know. Here's your glass tube. It just press fits right in there. And here is the chimney. This unscrews just like so. Now this is the chimney for your sub-ohm tank section. This goes over top of the coil head. And here is your coil head. Nice thick cotton in there. Decent juice flow holes. And it has this nut type bit on there. You can grab a hold of this with some pliers and unscrew it. When I first got it, this was in here so tight I had to use pliers or a wrench to get this out. But here is your coil head. This is a 0.5 ohm coil. You can see this is the bottom, this is your contact, this is where the air comes in on either side and up through the coil. And here is the base. This is kind of the star of the show. This is the piece that will be on the tank at all times, whether you're using RTA, RBA, or sub-ohm mode. This is where your deck goes, or where your coil head will screw into. Got some nice fat O-rings down there. And like I said, the glass just press fits down into this, like so. Sits in nice and snug. Like I said, I've had no leaking issues whatsoever with this so far. So that's the basic breakdown, okay? Here is your chimney and RBA base for the dripper or rebuildable tank section. And you can see here those little slots along the bottom. That is when you are in RTA mode, that's where your juice is going to wick through. They look tiny, but they get the job done. And I use a Max VG all the time. I have had no wicking issues with this whatsoever. Let's unscrew the chimney here. And before I forget, all of this can be broken down completely for cleaning. Oh, this is a little juicy right now. 1 second. Now, all of this can be taken apart for cleaning. This chimney section, for instance, comes apart into 2 pieces. And you can clean this all out or check your coils or whatever you need to do. So, not too shabby. I like that. I like being able to get in and clean every section of my device that I can. So, that's definitely a bonus. Here is the deck for the RTA mode and for your Rda mode. 4-post design. You got your bottom airflow. Pretty standard. We're all used to the 4-post design. The airflow, kind of like a coil head, will go in through here and come up through here, hitting right on the bottom of your coils, causing fantastic flavor. This thing does have great flavor, I will say that. And you see here these little cutouts here. These are your channels for your juice flow when you are in Rta mode. This will install into the base like so. And there you are. There's your base for Rda mode or Rta mode. Put your coils on there, you slap some cotton in it. And then this is the body for the dripper. Bam! There's your dripper right there. And this is a big honking thing of a dripper. It is huge for a dripper. But it works, and it's got good flavor. Let's talk about this dripper a little bit. Here's the drip tip for the dripper section, for the Rda section. Delrin insulated. Pretty decently wide bore. Not too shabby. It is standard 510 size, so you could use whatever 510 drip tip you wanted. Here's your top cap. Also Delrin insulated. Nice O-rings there, nice fat O-rings to keep it on. And this is your, basically your adjustable airflow for the side airflow. In dripper mode, this has side and bottom airflow. Okay, and here's your side airflow. Real easy. 4 slots all the way around. Real easy to turn. Close it off. Open it up. Super easy, especially when your O-rings are juiced up. But this is your body. This is your body and also part of your drip well. Okay. Whoops. When you press fit this on, this is now what you have to drip into, okay? Not too bad. And you can see, let me pull this off real quick. You can see here how the airflow is raised up off the deck. That is your drip well. Basically this space here, I think it's about 4 millimeters. You can drip all the way up to the top of that before you're going to have juice going into that airflow and leaking out the bottom. Like I said, I haven't had any problems with leaking whatsoever. There is more than ample room to drip in there and have a nice vape and not have to drip all the time. Like I said, it's about a 4 millimeter juice well once you have the well actually on there. You can see down in there, you can see how that airflow is raised up and you still have all that room to drip. Pretty nice design. Then you would just throw your top cap on, throw your drip tip on, and you're vaping. Vaping, vaping, vaping. Not too shabby. And everything press fits together really nicely. Like I said, I'll mention it again. No leaks. No leaks whatsoever. So it does what it's supposed to do. That's for sure. Alright, let's show you, since I have the base in, let's go ahead and show you the Rta mode, how you will get that put together. Okay, say you had a build and your wick in here. Say you had a build and your wick in here. You would take this bigger chimney section. This big chimney section goes around the rebuildable deck, like so. Fits right over top and screws right down. Threads are buttery smooth. Machine quality on this is top notch, guys. And there you'll see your slots for your juice flow right there at And again, you see your slots for your juice flow here all the way around. And they look tiny, but they work. Juice flows no problem. Got a pretty big chimney on here. Nice cloud production because of that. Then what you will do is you will take your glass. You will put your glass over top of that. Press fit it down. And you will put your guard on if you so choose to have the guard on. I personally like it without the guard. I think it looks better without the guard. And then you will go ahead and fill this. Then you will go ahead and fill this right up to the top of that chimney. I'll go ahead and fill it up. Yeah, why not? Let's show you how you fill it. Right? This is some Jolly Melon. This is some Jolly Melon by Triumphant Premium Juice. They sent me a couple bottles of this, a couple different flavors, along with the tank to check out. I will be doing a giveaway, which will involve one Rage tank and the entire line of Triumphant Premium Juice. I do believe it's 5 flavors. But more to come on that giveaway at the end of this video. So, like so, you get your juice out. You've got your tank all built, ready to go. And you will just fill it like so. And you can fill this all the way to the top of there. I'm not going to, just because I'm going to have to empty this again and then waste a bunch of juice. Anyway, you take your top cap, place it on like so, and screw it down as tight as you can go to make sure everything's seated properly. And there you have it. There's your tank. Throw your drip tip on there. And there it is. There's your tank. See, I think it looks really nice. The tank itself looks really nice without that guard on there. Really classy and streamlined looking without that guard. So that's just my opinion, but I like it a lot better like this. Alright guys, well there you have it. I think that's pretty much it. That's all the features of this tank, all its different modes, how to put it together, how to fill it. I think you're all set after watching this one. Let's go ahead and jump back out, get the pros and cons, get the final thoughts, and get on out of here. Alright folks, there you have it. The ins and outs, the bits and bobs, the guts of the Rage Tank by Itsuwa. Let's get right to it. Let's get them pros and cons, the final thoughts, and get on out of here. Alright guys, pros and cons time. Let's get right to it. Pro number 1, the 3-in-1 setup. That's a pro for me. It's an awesome idea. Haven't seen it done. I don't think I've seen this done before at all. Now we've seen the 2-in-1 setup, you know, the RTA and sub-ohm tank. We've seen that all day, every day. But we've never seen one that comes through with a dripper, an RTA, and a sub-ohm tank all in one. So definitely a pro. Pro number 2, bottom airflow. I love bottom airflow. In the dripper, in the RTA section, or in the sub-ohm tank section like I have it now with the coil head in there. That bottom airflow just works great. It produces great flavor. I mean, that's just a fact of life. Bottom airflow produces better flavor. Yeah, some people don't like it in the dripper because it's messy, but you know what? If you're paying attention and you're not over dripping, you're not just going all crazy and dripping juice all over the place, you'll be fine. I have had no leaking issues whatsoever with this tank in dripper mode, in RTA mode, or in sub-ohm tank mode. No dripping, no leaking whatsoever. Third pro, the metal glass guard is awesome. I think that's an awesome addition, although I think it looks busy, and I do think the tank looks better without it on there. It is a nice feature to protect your glass, because this does not come with replacement glass, but it comes with this guard. So theoretically, you shouldn't break your glass. You really have to try and drop this. You have to drop it just right on a corner, right into that glass, I think, to really even crack that glass. Definitely a pro, including the glass guard. Fourth pro, the removable drip tip. I really like that. I like having the freedom to use my favorite drip tip, should I not like the drip tip that this comes with. Now this drip tip is very nice. It's decently wide bore. It has that airflow to it, but some people like to have their favorite drip tips that they love to use, and you are able to do that with this setup. Fifth pro, Machining quality is great, guys. Threads are buttery smooth. There's no sharp edges that you're going to cut yourself on. Everything press fits together fine, screws together fine. Like I said, no leaking issues. Machining quality is top notch. And the last pro, the price point for what you're getting is just stellar. It's stellar for what you're getting, okay? If you go over to, let me double check on this for you guys. There will be a link down in the description to simply4vapor.com. That's who sent this to me for the purposes of review. Big shout out to those guys over at simply4vapor.com. They are taking pre-orders for $44.95. Not too shabby. For what you're getting, 45 bucks is pretty awesome for everything that you're getting. We generally spend $40–45 on one sub-ohm tank or one RTA or one dripper. But for 45 bucks, you're getting all three in one setup. You're getting a dripper, you're getting an RTA, and you're getting a sub-ohm tank. That's a pretty damn awesome deal, guys. Once again, links will be down below in the description to simply4vapor.com, where you can go check this out and pick one up for yourself. Let's move on to those cons, people. Okay, first con for me, guys. Whether you're in dripper mode or tank mode, this thing looks busy. There's a lot going on. I'll show it in the up close, but even right now I'll talk about it. There's in dripper mode, this thing is huge. For one, I wish it was a bit shorter. For me, drippers I like more low profile, something shorter, but that's not the point we're arguing here. This thing looks busy. Okay, you can see this is in dripper mode. It looks very busy. You got your knurling up here, you got knurling down here. At the very bottom, you have, not necessarily is it a deeper knurling, but it is different. It is a different knurling. I guess it's engraved a little deeper. The diamonds might be a little smaller, but either way, you have different types of knurling all the way down this thing. On the AFC, you can see you have vertical knurling lines. Okay, for me, this thing does not look very streamlined, and I like things to look sleek and streamlined. This just looks busy to me. Gets on my nerves just a little bit. Also in tank mode with the guard. This looks a little busy to me as well, just because it's different shapes all the way around it. You've got an X on one side. You've got this barrel shape on the other side, and it's alternating between the X and that weird barrel shape right there. I think it would have been a lot better if they had just picked one shape to stay constant all the way around, and it wouldn't have looked as busy. Personally, when I run it in tank mode, I don't even use this. I like the way it looks better, and you'll see it in the final thoughts section. I will use the tank and show you how to fill it. But I think it looks a lot better without the metal guard on there. It looks more sleek, more streamlined. Like I said, you'll see it all when I show you how to fill it. Con number 2. There's too much airflow in dripper mode. In dripper mode, with all this airflow on the sides open and the bottom open, the airflow is just entirely too much, guys. Too much. For me, it makes me choke out a little bit because there's too much airflow going on. Give you a small sample with everything wide open. That's just entirely too much airflow, guys. It's just like taking a deep breath. Just, you know, there's entirely way too much airflow. Third con, and I might have already mentioned this earlier, the Rda mode is huge. It looks like a tank in Rda mode. I would prefer my Rda to be a bit shorter, and I understand with how tall this base is, that's why it's this tall. I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do to get around it without without physically sending you a dripper and an RTA. I understand they're trying to do a 3-in-1 thing, so that's why this dripper is so tall, but for me, it's a con. And con number 4, the last con for me, I get a lot of spit back in Rda mode with these side airflows open. Okay, I'm drinking tons of juice with the side airflow open. When I close that side airflow all the way, I don't have any spit back issues whatsoever. Flavor's great, and cloud production is very good, even with just the bottom airflow. Alright guys, and we are back in sub-ohm tank mode. Let's get them cheesy graphics out. Let's get them final thoughts. Now my final thoughts on the Rage tank by Itsuwa. Not too damn shabby, guys. It is a pretty good setup I can definitely see its place in the market. I do prefer the Rda mode to the other modes. I think the Rda mode has the best flavor out of all three modes and the best cloud production. The other two modes function just the way they are supposed to, and they function just fine, but the flavor is a bit muted. So that is why I prefer the Rda to the other two modes. Now, the be-all, end-all. Do I recommend this? Absolutely, I recommend the Rage Tank by Itsuwa. I recommend it to the people who are looking to upgrade their setup and aren't quite sure if they want to move into dripping, or if they want a rebuildable tank, or if they just want to go the sub-ohm tank route. For the $45, you get all three in one. And like I mentioned earlier, we'll spend $45 on one single piece of hardware. But with this, you get three pieces of hardware. You get dripper, you get rebuildable tank, and you get sub-ohm tank. For 45 bucks, you can't beat that. I don't care where you go, you can't beat that. Once again, links will be down below in the description to simply4vapor.com, where you can find this and pick one up for yourself and check it out. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Alright folks, that's all I have for you today. The Rage 3-in-1 tank system by Itsuwa. Not too damn shabby, alright? Definitely go check it out. I want to send a big shout out to Simply4Vapor for sending this out for review. Definitely go check them out. There will be links down below in the description. I mentioned it in the up close, but today I was using Triumphant Premium E-Juice, the Jolly Melon, in the Rage Tank today. Not too bad. It's pretty good juice. I'm going to have a full review of the juice in a separate video. They sent me two flavors to check out. They sent me Strawzilla's Milk, and they sent me Jolly Melon. And they're not bad, guys. Once again, I will have a full review coming for both of these flavors. It will be in a separate video. It will be up in the next couple of days. Now, I will also be doing a giveaway. I will be giving away a whole Rage Tank setup, a brand new setup, unopened in the box, ready to go. It also will be coming with the full line. I do believe it's 5 flavors of the Triumphant Premium E-Liquid. Now, to enter this giveaway, we're going to make it real simple. Really simple. Okay? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Give the video a like or a thumbs up. And leave a comment down in the comments down below. It doesn't have to say anything. You can say whatever you want. Just make sure you leave the hashtag RageTank. Okay, you leave the hashtag RageTank down in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you like the video. Okay, 3 steps. You're entered. We'll do the random comment picker and we'll get the winner for the giveaway here very shortly. Alright, like I said, that's all I have for you guys tonight. One more thing I want to mention. If you like social networking, if you are into social networking, check out www.myvaporium.net. A link will be in the description down below. You can go click on it. It'll take you right over there. Get signed up. It is a social networking platform made for and by vapers. They're doing things a little bit different over there. Definitely go check out myvaporium.net. They've got built-in Google Hangouts. People are always hanging out in there. Super nice people answering all your vaping questions or just sitting back and chilling and cracking a joke. It's awesome. I have met some of my nearest and dearest friends over there at myvaporium.net. Definitely go check it out and see what you've been missing. Also, I got to give one more shout out. Okay, Fluffy McMuffin. If you are not familiar with Fluffy McMuffin, you need to head on over to his YouTube channel. Once again, there will be a link down in the description. He's doing a show called The Real Reveal. And it's something very different, guys. You haven't seen anything like this yet. What Fluffy is doing is interviewing your and mine favorite reviewers and getting to know them better. Getting to know them off the camera. What are their hobbies? What are they into? You know, what is a day in the life of this reviewer like? You know, it's something I haven't seen before, and I find it really interesting because I'm sure you guys, just like me, you watch tons of reviewers, and after watching them for a while, you get to know them. You feel like you know them on a personal level, and you want to know a bit more about them. Well, that's exactly what Fluffy is doing. He's got some great things going on. He's got a list of great guests that are coming up. He only has 1 episode live right now. Episode 2 is about to go live very soon. And I do believe the trailer for episode 2 is live right now. There will be a link in the description. Go check it out. Subscribe to Fluffy McMuffin and check out The Real Reveal. You may even get a surprise. This week's video have somebody that if you're watching this video, you know him pretty well. So definitely check out the description, check out the link, check out the trailer, and see for yourself what Fluffy McMuffin has to offer. Alright guys, that's it. That's it. I promise. I got no more shout outs, no more nothing, that's it. If you like what you saw today, be sure to hit that thumbs up down below, or click this little button somewhere over here. It's down here. It's down here somewhere. Click that little button. It's a subscribe button. It says Vaporwood. It'll get you subscribed up, so that way you can stay up to date with the videos when I post them. You get a notification saying, hey, Vaporwood posted a new video. So definitely click that button. Get subscribed up. Be sure to enter the giveaway. And as always, guys, keep chasing those clouds, my friends. Live long and vapor.